unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jets' 43-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Raiders 1st down.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he probably should have given that one off. As he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Jets have recovered.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Prescott. They go screen. This is Ingram. A good pick up there, 20 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen, tend to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete.
Prescott's pass complete to Alshon Jeffrey. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Prescott. Thomas has got it. Complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and that is incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. 50-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Murray now to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing. Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Prescott to throw it. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play. First down. Second quarter. 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go, baby.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
On the throwaway. It's now third down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brings up third and 2.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Cooper's got it. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Spinning away. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is just outside. The right upright, it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally.
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eluded, and he's going to go down again. Shane Ray, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep and unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, kill. Here we go, go to 54, Ryan.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 1st down, Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Bilal Nichols. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Prescott. And Thomas has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast. Not behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
47.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to...
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jeff Swaim, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion. Here's Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kenyon Drake, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott off play action. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And avoids the contact by sliding. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
A big spot now for the rookie Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That's on the second-round pick, Eric McCoy from Texas A&M. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. On second down, here's Murray. And an alley to run. Got some real estate inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got his man, that's Harry. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kyler Murray, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. This is Ingram. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check back. Here we go, 46.
Here's Prescott. And Jeffrey's got it. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. He's back to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Hey, check. Here we go. Go to 54. Line.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he finds Cook. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And a 20th carry now for Ingram. A gain of 3, second down.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Ingram again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. This from long, very long range. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot. One last shot now for Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Amari Cooper finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. And he missed it. It's no good. It won't matter. And it's going to quickly be overlooked in this thrilling victory. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs.